Today on Food Chain, we've decided to celebrate mushroom. So we've termed it Mushroom Day. I know Mushroom Day is celebrated on October 15th, but today, Food Chain, we decided to celebrate mushroom. If you're wondering where I am standing or what I'm standing on is the sawdust used as substrate for growing mushroom. We are here at the Mushroom Queen Farms to visit Fafape Fui to learn more about mushrooms today. My name is Emma Davis. Hello, Fafape. Welcome to Food Chain.
Thank you for having me.
Take us through what is going on right now.
Yeah. So you're welcome to the Mushroom Queen Farm E90 Ghana Limited. Right here, this is the composting stage. So this is where we take the sawdust, which is a waste in the environment, and we add other ingredients, also waste like the rice bran, the quicklime, and then we decompose it for like 6 weeks. So this actually serves as the soil that we use to grow the mushroom, and we call it the substrate. So the substrate will enable you to have a good yield or a bad yield. So the beauty of this business is that we're taking the waste that we have in the environment and creating job opportunities and nutrition to the population.
So you mentioned that it stays for 6 weeks?
Yes.
So this has been here for 6 weeks?
Yes. So some of them are 4 weeks,
some
are 3 weeks, and some are very close to 6 weeks.
Why must this stay for 6 weeks before use?
Yeah, for the compounds in it to decompose, especially the ammonium content in the sawdust to decompose, so that we will have the manure, all that we have combined to fully mixed before we bag them. So it's very important that you take your time. Some of the woods are hard, some are soft. So when you go to the sawmill and you pick the sawdust, you have to get the patience to make sure that the mixture is well mixed and decomposed before usage.
Okay, so they take this to...
We're going to the bagging stage.
Okay.
So after the 6 weeks, then we go to the bagging stage where we bag them into smaller polythenes for sterilization.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So why did you decide to get into mushroom farming?
So the passion came to me actually at the University of Ghana, where I was doing my master's. When I realized the potentials of mushroom farming, that really caught my attention. I was curious about it. Looking at some of the benefits like the environment, cleaning the environment, as well as producing one of the world's richest protein food, creating employment. I saw this as the business for me. I saw this as the way to go for me, the people I'll be employing, and also knowing very well that what I'm producing is going to solve somebody's health condition. That alone was the icebreaker for me.
Would you advise someone to go into mushroom farming?
Why not? I want to even use this opportunity to, extend this invitation to graduates out there. If you're looking for a job and you're not getting, and you're looking for something that can help you to sustain you and your family, look to farming, look to mushroom farming, or agriculture in general. Look around you. What do you have that you can turn around to make an economic gain or make ends meet?
How much did you start with?
Actually, I started with 10 bags.
Okay.
10 compost bags. And with that 10 bags, then one was 1 cedi. So the 10 bags was like 10 cedis. So I started with 10 cedis.
Okay.
And as I started producing, I was plowing back the profits into, and I had 20 bags, 30 bags, and I started the production myself. So at first I started with taking the bags from an existing farmer. Then from there I gathered the resources, the natural, the raw materials, and then I started the production myself. And now I can confidently boast of more than 50,000 bags in production, as you can see. Right now, we are at the bagging stage where the the substrate or the decomposed sawdust will now be bagged into smaller polythenes for sterilization.
Okay.
So this is our bagging stage. The idea of putting them inside the smaller polythenes is to make sure that the sawdust is compacted, because we'll be adding the seed or the mycelium to the compost, and then it will enable you to sterilize the bags too very well. So the next stage from here is the sterilization, which ensures that any microorganism present in the compost, is eliminated. So that is the intention of the sterilization or the pasteurization. So from here, as you can see, they will bag it nicely. We have some of them that have already been bagged. So from here, then you can have a look at it. They've already been nicely bagged. So
how long does it take to compose?
Yes, so from this stage, you don't need to put it down for it to decompose.
Okay.
So right from here, we're going to sterilize it.
Okay.
Then after sterilization, we add the spawn or the seed or the mycelium. Then we put it down for it to grow. So I'll be showing you what you are looking at now, very brown, will be turning white when it gets matured.
Oh, okay.
Interesting, right?
Very interesting.
So the entire process is natural. We use natural products, no artificial, because the quick lime that we add is also coming from the oyster shells that we use to add to it to control the alkaline level in the compost. So the entire process is natural, organic. There is no chemical in it. Yes.
Interesting.
So this is where we sterilize. We put them inside. We put fire in it. And then put fire. We pack the bags in. And then we cover it up. Add the firewood, and then we sterilize at 100 degrees. Yes.
For how long?
So this stays for about 3 hours. To sterilize, to ensure that every living organism in there is dead. So after you sterilize, after the 3 hours, you put it down for it to cool. Then we now add the mycelium.
How long does it cool off?
Yeah, overnight.
Overnight.
So the following day, then we add the seed to it. Yes, that's how it is. So I'll be taking you to the room to go and see some of them that we have added the seed and how they are interestingly changing color. You have a feel of it. So we have the incubation room, and we have the fruiting room where we keep them for them to get matured. Then from there we send them to the fruiting room where we start seeing the mushrooms.
So the incubation takes how long?
The incubation also takes 6 weeks.
So I can see that some of them are fully white, some are still changing color. Why is that?
Yeah, so it tells you the various degrees of maturity in the room. So you see the ones that are completely white, that means they are fully matured, ready for opening for mushrooms to come out. And the ones that are, almost like getting to just like about 4 weeks or 5 weeks. So when you come in, you see various, times that they've been inoculated with the spawn. So as you can see, some of the spawning is ongoing.
So this is the process where they add.
Exactly. We add the seed. So these ones will just, go on the shelves. They've already been, inoculated with the bags. Then they will be put on the shelves. Then we wait for the 6 weeks for them to get matured for opening.
I see.
So part of it is when you are out there and you don't want to go through the entire process that I've shown you, and you want to grow mushrooms, we supply farmers with already made bags. So what you do is you come for it, and within a week you will start harvesting mushrooms.
I think I should be those farmers.
We call them the croppers. So we supply them with the ready-made mushroom bags. So yours is to get a convenient place where there will not be any direct sunlight. And within a week you'll start harvesting mushrooms.
This looks very it looks less stressful with other forms of farming.
Sure.
I think I'll be the cropper. I'll just come and buy and then grow the mushroom. 1 week later, I'll be making my
then you
cash.
start, harvesting mushrooms. Yeah, it's always a joy when you enter, you see the mushrooms coming out and you're harvesting. It's so nice,
That's interesting. So, have you trained people?
Yes, I do train people. We organize training sections. If you're interested in getting to know the entire process, what it entails, we do training, and we do coaching as well. If you are even an existing farmer and you're having challenges to how to have good yields or fight infection, we come in to give you some sort of coaching as to how to be successful in the business. So we do all that as well.
Okay, let me be a little selfish right now. Just give my viewers some few tips they can, take if they want to get into mushroom farming.
Okay, so for mushroom farming, one of the major challenges that face a mushroom farmer is infection. You can get infection because of, it's a fungi. So you have to be very hygienic, throughout the entire process. You have to make sure that your hands are always very clean. Whatever foreign material you are introducing to the spawn must be very clean. So you must sterilize every foreign material you are introducing to the process. That is why you see that we sterilize the bags, we sterilize even the stick that we use to loosen up the seed or the spawn. So it's very, very key when you are into mushroom to make sure that everything is clean and hygienic. That is one secret to mushroom farming. This is one of the businesses that you don't need a lot of land to do. You are in the city, you don't have arable lands to your disposal. This is a business that requires low capital and minimum space to do.
So how much capital, someone like me, if I want to start, how much capital do you think I need?
Yeah, you can start with from 200 to 500 cedis. You can start with, because we are selling one spawn bag for 3 cedis. So if I started with 10 bags, and if you want to outsmart me to start with 20 bags, you can imagine how much you need as a minimum capital to start.
Wow.
Yeah, so
200 cedis to 500.
It's a lot. It's a lot of money to start with.
Wow.
Just get a place and get the spawn bags and you are in business.
Okay, I'll consider that. What type of mushrooms do you grow?
Yeah, so basically we grow the oyster mushrooms.
Okay.
And when they get matured at the incubation room, we bring them to the cropping room. So you see some of them freshly coming out. Okay, so yes.
This is at what stage?
Yeah, so those are the pinheads. Okay. So they are just coming out, but these ones are getting matured. So you can see that they are freshly done. So we'll harvest them.
It doesn't need much effort or anything to harvest them.
You pick them, and then we have you take a scissors and you cut off the
stalk.
Yeah, the stalk out. Okay. So that is how we harvest in the morning. So freshly done. So after that you dress it,
and moist.
So you dress it nicely, and then you give it to your clients.
Okay, so how long does it stay here?
Yeah, so here when we open a fresh bag, it stays between 2 to 3 months. Okay. And it comes intermittently, like after every 4 to 5 days, then a new flash will come. We call it flashes. So the first flash will come, then after 4 to 5 days, another one will come when you are sprinkling water on the surface of it. So what we have in our hands is miracle plant that helps us to solve so many of our health problems. So It's a unique product that we are growing here.
So apparently I read that if you take the wrong mushroom, the ones that are not edible,
Yeah.
what happens?
You can even die immediately. So we have the edible and non-edible mushrooms. And if you are not a mushroom lover or someone who knows the type of mushroom you normally take, and you go into the bush and you've seen an umbrella that looks like a mushroom, please, you have to get to somebody to tell you that it's edible or not. Because we've had not in Ghana that I've heard, but some parts of the world, that a mushroom that is not edible can even kill you or give you all sort of
skin irritation
or problems, and also stomach problems. You can have organ collapse and all that. So in Ghana we have some types of mushrooms that are edible. We have the oyster that we are doing. We have the domo. We call some domo the valva that you normally see growing from the palm nut tree. After the palm wine is taken, then it comes out from the palm nut. That is also another type that we normally enjoy. And normally, seasonally, we get some from the termites hats, in the bush, with a long tail. You normally see them, in Accra, in some parts of the city, that they tie it with the palm, the palm fruit tree, and then they tie it and have a long tail. Those are the three major ones that we have in Ghana that we consume currently. So if you are not familiar with a mushroom type and you've seen it and you love to take it, please research or go for an advice as to whether it's edible or not.
So why do you decide to grow just the oyster mushrooms?
Because for now that is what can be commercially grown in Ghana. We have other types like the domo, which is still in the development stage for commercial purposes. That one is highly perishable than the oyster. So you need to have like the market in front of you before you go into it. So people are doing it on a small scale, but we are yet to go on a commercial, basis of that.
Teach me how to harvest.
Yes. So we're going to have, so early in the morning you pick your mushroom, then you cut off the stalk where is the sawdust is attached to it. So you see that it's fresh. Then if you see any particle on it, you use the brush to make it look very clean. So it's one thing that makes the mushroom cream brand stand out. We always make sure that the mushrooms are clean and not looking dirty, always looking very healthy and very fresh. We pick our mushrooms every morning, hand pick them every morning, and always make sure that there is no particle on it. So if you're a mushroom farmer out there, it's very, very important that make sure that no sawdust particle is on it when you give it to your final clients. So I'll let you do one.
So okay, I can cut this, right?
Yes. So you pull it out first.
I pull it out. And then I cut this. Is it okay?
So you observe if there is any particle on it.
Okay, so this is what goes on at Queen Mushroom Farms.
Mushroom.
To ensure that you have very healthy mushrooms to eat.
Because most of our clients, they want it in their salads, they want it in soups, stews, and even with vegetables. So you just have to pick it, clean it with water, and add it to your food. So we must ensure that what we're giving our clients are of good quality and hygienically packed.
Interesting. We are moving to where we do the mushroom kebab. I'm more interested at the side, so please come with us.
This is one of the many products that you can get out of the fresh mushrooms.
Okay.
So we supply hotels, restaurants with the fresh mushrooms, the dry one, and our special delicacy, the mushroom kebab. This is one, one in town where we do for events, such as parties and any type of gathering that you have. So we've realized that most parties we have the meat kebabs, and people that are vegetarians or are having some health conditions are being left out. So this is our innovation to bring mushroom to the people at parties and all that. So we have the mushroom kebab, which is nicely we add some of the vegetables to it and a special sauce from the mushroom queen.
I can't wait to taste it when it's all done.
So that is always going to happen now. So this is neatly done. We'll be adding our special sauce to it, and you see it very soon on the grill. And you tell me how it looks like.
I look forward to it. So how do you get your customers?
Yes, so we are online on our website www.e90online.com. People get us through our website. On our social media platforms, we Mushroom Queen _global, and also on Facebook, Mushroom Queen Ghana. And also through customer referrals, we get a lot of referrals from clients that are already enjoying our products, and some of the organizations and institutions that we supply to, we get our clients from there as well.
So for the sake of some of my viewers who may not know what to use mushroom for, please tell us what we can use, other things we can use mushroom for.
Yes, so apart from enjoying it fresh in your soups, stews, mix it together with vegetables, we now have mushroom biscuits, mushroom bread, spring roll, meat pie, and the list goes on. So it can be used in a lot of things. A lot of things. It is an industry that government must look at to support us, to make us grow, to compete with world's giants like India, China, and the US. So we want to make sure that the mushroom industry in Ghana is on the world map of mushroom producing countries. That is the vision, and the Mushroom Queen is leading the campaign through this medium to the world out there, that we want to be supported, we want to be on the world map of mushroom producing countries. Yes, that is what we want to be.
Talking about your appeal to government, you and I were at the farmers conference.
Sure.
And some concerns were raised about how to get funds. Do you fund this by yourself?
Yeah, surely I fund from the beginning to the end by myself. And it was interesting at the Ghanaian Farmer Conference how some of the farmers were lamenting of access to credit. And that still continues to be a challenge, considering the high interest rates when you have to go for, bank facility and all that. So we need to have a bank that should look towards the plight of farmers in Ghana in terms of reduced interest rates and taking into consideration the seasonal nature of farming in the country, so that products will be tailored towards the needs of farmers directly.
So is it that you have not tried personally to get funds from banks, or you are financially comfortable?
Not that I'm financially comfortable, but I feel like I have to grow to a certain stage. Then I can now approach the bank for assistance. And so far so good. I've been playing back my own profits, and that has helped me to reach where I am. Maybe some may not have the support or the opportunity to plow back, and they need that support to actually move them to the next level, because growing organically might have taken them like 20 years to get to a certain stage, but with a facility or a support from a financial institution, they can jump, you know, the winds of time and achieve what they desire to see. We have seen quite a number of interventions from the development partners to some of these our counterparts in other countries where they have grants. They do have investors coming in to take part of their, you know, shares and giving them the support they need in terms of machinery. When you look around, I am still, you know, using human capital throughout the entire process. So somebody in the US who has a mechanized farm will produce what I produce in like a month, in a day. So how can I compete with such a person? So we also need that type of support, not only financially, but we need machinery, we need technical support in terms of technological transfer, in terms of the seed we produce, and also some of the different varieties that are out there. We have the Ganodermo, the medicinal ones, and other beautiful mushrooms that we need their culture here in the country. You understand? So, but because we don't have that, our food research doesn't have that, we can't produce them. But you may love to produce such. So it's very important that...
Have you had any investors?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
But are you looking forward?
Yeah, we're looking up to get some investors that we can move the Mushroom Queen brand to a bigger farm in Africa and the world.
Okay, so on today's episode, we are enjoying mushroom. We are invited. Oh. I'm still trying to process the taste. Tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
That's it for Food Chain today. My name is Emma Davis. We learned about mushroom, planting of mushroom, the process it goes through, everything you need to know about mushroom farming. You don't need much capital to start, between 200 to 500 cedis to start mushroom farming. If you can't do the farming, you can just come to Papa and then get the raw mushroom and do this kebab. I'm sure a lot of people would enjoy the difference on the market. Thank you, Papa, for having me.
Thank you.
It was
Thank
great.
You so much.
So that's it. Meet us again next week for another episode of Food Chain.